Getting over a breakup does not happen overnight. You have to take it day by day, even hour by hour. Sometimes it'll be like, dang, when am I gonna get over this sadness? Sometimes you'll be good, you'll be happy, you'll be cooking in the kitchen. Next thing you know, you're breaking down in tears. Honestly, with like time and effort, things will get better. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a good day today. I'm your host, Cynthia J, and thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Make sure that you guys give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel. That would help me out. Today, I just want to dive into topics of being in this new single era. It could be so confusing, overwhelming. You feel heavy, but you also feel empty. And it's like, what do I do now? And how do I stop feeling this way? When does this sadness end? I don't want to feel like this anymore. It's completely normal to feel like this. You are literally grieving. And yes, you can grieve over someone that is still alive. So it's like, what do I do now? How do I make myself feel better? What's next? The old me would be like, I'm gonna just text them, see what's up, how they really feel. Maybe we can work things out. Also, the old me would be like, girl, just get you a new one. And I did. But the thing was, I used to repeat the same cycle of trauma because I would always gravitate towards someone that I was familiar with, and I would just repeat the same cycle over and over and over and over and over again. And do y'all know what the definition of insanity is? It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And your girl was insane. I didn't take the time to heal. I didn't take the time to do any self work. I didn't take the time to do any reflection. I didn't have any coping skills. And I didn't know anything about setting boundaries. Like, what is that? It is so important to not skip these steps after you get out of your relationship because, one, you're carrying all of that baggage and you don't want to carry all of that weight on you. And also, you are taking that baggage into your next relationship, and that's just not fair. If you're wanting to move forward in the situation, the first thing that you have to do is accept what happened. Not saying what happened was acceptable depending on the situation, but accepting that, like, hey, this is what happened to me. This is something that happened in my life, and I learned from it. You are wiser now. You're going to get through it, and you have to tell yourself that you're never going to go through that same thing ever again. Will you miss them? Absolutely. Acknowledge how you feel. Don't tuck your feelings away. Feel all of your emotions. Write them down. Cry, be upset, be angry, be sad. You are human. I don't know if I still have the video up, but I posted me reading my freaking lesbian diary that I had after my breakup. And when I was reading it, I was literally like, oh my goodness, this girl was so sad. She was so angry and she just had all this emotion built up. And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm not that girl anymore. And that was the best feeling ever because it just takes time. It takes time and it takes work. I was so sad in that relationship. When I got into that relationship, I was 138 pounds. When I left out of that relationship, I was 120 pounds. And now your girl is a buck 55. Yeah, she thick. Do I regret the relationship? No. Relationships are either a blessing or a lesson, and baby, did I learn a lot. I learned how I want to be treated, what I wanted for myself, how to set boundaries. So at first, when I was learning about boundaries, I would limit the contact, and that's totally okay, but eventually I had to do cold turkey. And I get it, if you have children with this person, you can't just cut contact cold turkey, but limit the contact. Deleted photos, memories on social media, deleted that stuff, and I just continued with like my daily routine, my self-care. All of that stuff gives you a sense of stability. Now, what's not okay is resorting into bad coping skills like smoking or drinking irresponsibly. Like, y'all, I know my friends freaking hated me. First of all, I was going down a dark path, and then every time that I would drink, I would always start some shit like, I'm about to text my ex, I'm about to call her, and I'm just about to talk my shit. You know, this was literally like a habitual thing. I bought like a vape pen, I bought CBD pens. I was drinking so much. I was hungover all the time. Sometimes you can slip into these bad habits because sometimes it's a slippery slope. But when you consciously, when you cautiously, what am I trying to say? make the decision to be like, oh, I just broke up, now I'm gonna drink and now I'm gonna smoke, please don't dig yourself in that hole. The process of healing will take longer if you add all of that BS and the bad coping skills and the bad habits to it. My healing process took way longer than what it was supposed to, just because of all the BS that I was doing. And then it didn't even make me feel good, like maybe temporarily, but in the long run, I just felt like shit. Drink, I'm cool. Text my ex, now I'm mad. Like it was the same cycle. And look, insanity, insanity, insanity. Use this time to be around people like your family and friends, the people that love you. Now, once you get back into the swing of things, you get this sense of freedom. And it's like, man, I have control over my feelings now. I'm not going off the whim and just crying. You guys know how you get those spurts of emotions when things are just unhinged at the moment. Now you have this sense of freedom. You have control over your feelings. You feel better. You've overcome the situation. You've forgiven yourself, and you've also forgiven the other party. Look, if you want to jump back into that pool, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. But if you also want to take time for yourself, I do really encourage that, because I'll tell you right now, this dating pool is basura. It is a swamp. Don't even get me going with the online dating stuff. It's so many people that are on there after a breakup just because they want to see what's out there, and they still messing with their ex, but they want to talk to you. Oh my goodness, it's so draining. Trust me, I've already been out there. And I was like, I want to be in something serious. And I just know the person that I was talking to recently. I just know that they're upset with me because I was just like, I want something serious. And when I got into it, I was like, no, I need to figure out what I want to do with my life. Like, you have all your stuff together. You know what path you're going on. Me? Oh, it's a bumpy road. It's a curvy road. And I don't even know where this road is going. So I know she was a little bit upset, but like, I hope that she'll understand. But yeah, I'm just taking this time out for me. I did the calculations the other day, and I have either been in a situationship or relationship consistently. Like, it's been since I was 14 years old. I've always been in a relationship or a situationship. This is probably like the longest time that I haven't been in a relationship. And it's kind of weird because I've always had somebody. You can ask my family. Like, I've always had somebody. It was nothing to get somebody, right? But now I'm just taking the time out to figure out me and what path that I want to go in, and figuring out what really makes me happy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and make sure that you tune into the next episode next week, baby. Hopefully I'll see y'all later. Bye.